Hello, fellow divers, and welcome to this 11th day of our Dave the Diver adventures. We have unlocked the farm, and there's a lot to be said about the farm and its mechanics, but I'm not going to go into any explanations. One is because we haven't unlocked everything yet, and second is this is not really the topic of this video, but I will once we are done with at least the story part of this entire series. I will actually make a in-depth video of all the mechanics, the specific mechanics of the farm and other things as well. So we are back to the Sea Village, and our goal is to finally reach that 100 credit, which we will definitely be able to do easily by doing a couple more quests. And I always try and keep doing as many quests as I can with the Sea Village. One really important one is the Dua quest, so the workshop here. You never want to miss a beat with those, because going further with the workshop actually allows you to get some special weapons, and we want to have them as soon as we can. So let's do some seahorse racing. Seahorse racing is a good way to gain some bay, and while not extremely important, bay is pretty useful when you want to develop the seaweed farm, and it's also, you're going to need some bay to get some ingredients for better weapons. So seahorse is one of the fastest way to gain some bay. Now, unfortunately, you only gain bay once per race. Well, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, I don't know. But yeah, so here, there's not much, like, we don't really have any good seahorses, and there's no rush at this stage of the game to actually try and win this. It's just better to get a really good seahorse in the glacial area than to try and win races with lesser seahorses. So we just grab all the quests we can. She's gonna ask us to go back to the record chamber, so that's one thing that is going to bring us closer to the surface as well. And now we just head out and go complete some of those quests. So as always, I try and go get some Cleones, because I never forget to get Cleones. But here, the important thing is going to be to really do all these little quests. So this little jellyfish here is going to bring us to Celgio, which is an octopus, and oh yes, Cleones. That's right. This Cleone, as you can see, it's 5 meat. When you catch Cleones, it's actually 3 to 5 meat. I know I said that it's 3 meat in the previous video, but actually it's 3 to 5, and the average is actually 4. So we defeat this big mouth, which is very specific to this event. So usually it doesn't spawn there, but just because we're looking for the ball that was lost, we went to help. So here, when you try and find Celgio, essentially he's gonna run away, and it's kind of a red herring in a way, because the red herring octopus, because when he moves away, he actually moves away in a direction that is most of the time not the direction where he's going to hide. So instead of trying to take a lot of time trying to find it, I'm trying to figure out, okay, what is the direction where it's not going, and I go in that direction. That's how I find him easier. So here I'm killing some jellyfish for no specific reason. I was just doing so because I'm looking for a Rhino Chimeridae potentially, and I was thinking, oh, because sometimes it appears there, but it didn't. And yeah, so let's keep on questing. Of course, we never want to forget to get the Rhino Chimeridae on the right side. It's really important to keep getting them because we want to have our fish tank working, and also the red breams. Really, I never want to miss a beat, because the more red breams and Rhino Chimeridae I get, the higher I will be able to upgrade the Crimson Fish Roll. So now here we are looking for lily corals. There's 3 lily corals hiding in this area. So that was the first one, the easiest one to find. There's another one right here. And now we're actually being distracted by another quest, which is to follow the little pieces of of plastic bags that are hanging around. They tell us it's a jellyfish, but we all see it's plastic bags. Now I just got the pickaxe, so while I'm there, I pick up some opal ores. Opals are going to be necessary at some point in the for a quest, so it's important that we get enough. We just need to get like 13 if we don't want to do anything with them, but you want to get about 23 so you can actually craft all the things you want to craft with them as well. So here we pull the tail of the turtle and remove the plastic bag. We made a new friend. By the way, if you ever run out of air after this specific quest was done, you can always go back to that specific location and enter the building and exit the building, and you will have a fresh refill of your oxygen. So here we need to find 2 feather corals, and the first one is over there, and the other one is located at the other end of the cave to the right. Take some amethysts, because, well, we are also going to need some amethysts anyways. And then a little bit further there, we have the final coral piece. And now we have all the pieces we need to make a dish for Dua, so the guy from the workshop. So when we exit the sea, it's important that we go see Bancho to give him so he can make some coral porridge. Another thing I'm also picking up is nautiluses for 2 reasons. The first reason is that they're actually decent money. A nautilus is also like 3 to, anything you catch with a bug net is 3 to 5 and averages to 4 meat per piece. And their value is pretty decent. They weigh 1 kilo, and I can't remember exactly the gold per kilo we have with nautiluses, but I think it's something close to 40. So now we have the pickaxe, so we can pick a lot of ore, and it's a really great way to also make some extra money. Finally, we find some ammo, some more iron ore. I want to keep picking up as much frogfish as I can as well. And we are headed for the record chamber. There we go, so we can take this thing in order to allow for the wedding to happen. Along the way, we find any shrimps, we're gonna get them, but don't have to go out of your way to get them, because we're gonna go back up later on, because there is another quest we want to do, which is the little baby whale thing that we have discovered earlier on in the previous episode, and now we're gonna get to the bottom of this. But the bottom of this quest is actually at the top of the ocean. So hurrah, we've done all the things we needed to do in terms of quests. We get back to Mima, she's happy. We have reached 100, so we are going to be able to go to Tenjin, but first we get bring back the kids their balls, and get a nice portrait of Seljo. Back to Tenjin's house. He's going to be super happy and going to tell us that we need to find a key. So of course, to be able to enter the glacial passage, which is the thing we just went in front of, and of course, that is one of the confusing things is what's going on. Where's that key? What am I supposed to do? And it's actually only going to resolve tomorrow. Oh no, what's going on? No, it lost its arm. Yeah, and we're gonna have to try and glue it back together, but that's only gonna happen tomorrow. So we were right to take the nautiluses. That's the second reason why we take them, is to actually get some bay from these quests. Now let's go back to the surface. And now we have found the little baby whale. So here, because I know it's about to be finished, I just grab whatever fish was lying around, and let's go see that little baby whale and see how we can help it. So important to know that this will end your dive, so that's why you want to finish your dive with this. Now let's pet you too. You're so beautiful. Oh, you're unhappy. Wait a minute. Here's some more petting. Yeah, you're beautiful. Oh, he's a little more happy. Let's do it again. Oh, come on. Good boy. Good boy, the little baby whale. Oh, it's a good boy. It's a good boy. Yes, and now it loves us. And we are going to enter back the ocean. Get rid of some barracudas and some lionfish and some sharks. Hey there, little... Uh-oh, what's this? Oh no, so many sharks. Oh! Goodbye. Wow, that was some NFL kind of stuff. Hey. Yeah, thanks. Bye-bye, little fella. Goodbye, mommy. Okay, let's go back up. Oh, there you go. Yes, you're happy. Goodbye. Oh, look, there's mommy. Hey. Oh, so cute. Anyways, go back to diving now. Here we're just gonna keep the seahorses because, like I said, seahorses are worth a lot of money. We send everything, and we have to go to the sushi bar to ask for Bancho to prepare a coral porridge. Really important. And we are selling the stuff. And as you can see, like, our gold is going up quite rapidly. I always check the farm to see if there's any weeds growing, because you want to remove them as soon as they appear. And we can go back to diving. So first, I always try and sell as much as I can. Don't forget that you cannot sell anything to the shop in the evening. So you want to do it during the afternoon. And this dive netted us an extra 2,000 gold. When you think about it, it's actually pretty decent. So the goal of this dive is going to be pretty much the same. Moving on with the story, we will not be able to make any more progress with the Sea People story. So the goal is just to do some missions and essentially just go and grab as much gold as we can, not forgetting the Rhino Cameridae and the Sea Breams. But that's pretty much all there is to this dive. Of course, you don't want to forget to go back to Dua. And get some extra quests. Now, Hazin is asking for us to go and get a book. So he's actually very specific about the book he wants. So if you've listened to him, you know that it's like the mutant zombie things that you have to pick. So it's the book that's on the far right. And this is going to unlock the seed shop. Now we want to go to Gumo, because he's the one who is going to take care of the seed farm. And he's going to tell us he wants a dish made with rice. And since we don't have any rice, this is actually something we're not going to be able to progress before we actually unlock the rice. Before we have our first rice patches. So this time we have actually a different layout of the caves. And as you can see, there is a diamond mine. So you absolutely want to get that diamond ore. I don't think the diamond appears in every occurrences. I've never seen any diamond other than in that specific layout. So you really want to be on the lookout for that because we're going to need diamond ore later on in the game. So we've been tasked by the kids to actually go and find their friends who is hidden. So one of the things you want to get is a pickaxe, otherwise you cannot have it. And he's lost in the underwater lake, where we are going to have a little talk with a strange shark, which is called the Goblin shark, or I think the big mouth shark or something like that, or the big teeth shark. Anyways, that shark really exists, by the way. And I'm terrible at taking pictures. And here is the Goblin shark. Hello, sir. Might I have a word with you, please? You're threatening this child with no reason.
You know who I am? I'm the Goblin shark. The Goblin shark.
Oh no, you're so scary. Well, the Goblin Shark fight is not the easiest, but you can actually relatively easily dodge his attacks. And he's sensitive to poison, so that's a good thing. He's not really good at maneuvering around, and he's actually has rather slow animations. Like here I got hit by just chance because his tail kind of went in a weird way. Here I'm looking if there's not a sniper or something. Yeah, okay. Poison is fine. And there we go. Thanks, Goblin Shark. I know what I'll serve for dinner tonight. Now, as soon as you talk to the little boy, you're going to be sent back directly to the village. So you might want to hold out to that fight if you have some more stuff to do, if you don't want to get thrown back when you don't really want it to the Sea People village. And now we're just gonna slowly make our way back up, picking up everything we can. So if you ever get in a situation where you have ditched your UV light and you don't have one, you can always get through the tubes by way of hacking through. It's not always ideal, but sometimes it just takes less time to just do that than to go all the way back and try and find a UV light. One other thing I want to start doing very actively now is attacking the giant trevally, just because I'm trying to get their fins, and it doesn't drop very often, and we're gonna need 3 of them if we want to upgrade the sniper rifle to a death rifle. Oh, and we got a limestone cave, so we're also gonna get some of that. Yeah, we got a fin. So when you're out diving, you also have to pay attention to the sounds of the sea, because it tells you some stuff. And as I was getting closer to this, I heard a sound I knew very well, which is the one of an electric marble ray. And actually, those are pretty good to pick up. They're not like a lot of gold per kilo, but they are actually 22.5 gold per kilo. They only weigh 3.5 kilo, and each piece of meat is worth 16 gold. And that lionfish is annoying, but we deal with it. And yeah, you get 5 pieces of meat, so that's it's actually one of the best values for per kilo you can have, short of shrimps. So this is the end of our dive, and as you can see, we've gotten plenty of stuff, lots of seahorses, but also lots of nautiluses and all the good jazz that we wanted to bring back up. So let's send all that to the fish tank, and now we're ready to serve for the night. Also, we want to redispatch our entire team, and we've got the 3 last recruits. We have actually now completely recruited everyone we could. Just checking back on the rice to see if there's any weeds, and then we are going to get ready. So I'm pulling back Davina here, and I'm hesitating to train her to level 7. And the reason why I don't train her to level 7 is that I realize, wait a minute, I have 31,496 gold. I'm getting very close to the 51,000 I need to train what's his name again? To train Billy to level 13. So that's actually going to be my objective here for tomorrow. After training Yon, so I'm training Yon because she has the ingredient prep expert, and I'm training Raoul to level 3 because at level 3 he also has the ingredient prep master, which allows me to potentially get some extra ingredients, and that may or may not make a big difference. But here, because I'm going to be serving the Goblin Shark, I absolutely want to have that extra bit of servings. And hey, I got an extra one. We got 11. So here I'm going to enhance the jellyfish dish as much as I can. And I'm just going to serve some extra puffers. And these are probably going to be like the last puffers I'll serve, because my objective is to have Billy at level 15 tomorrow. And from there on, I will only be serving Crimson Fish Rolls. So here I'm looking at the puffers and see, do I have enough puffers to get an extra 1 enhancement level of the Nikogoro, but I don't. So I just opt to serve that. And I don't put too many ingredients, so I stay at 23 and figured I'm going to have enough ingredients with that, and potentially the remaining white spotted jellyfish servings I have. Now I'm selling everything I caught, and as you can see, like, I'm looking at the rate saying, oh yeah, 300, yeah, that's cool. So that's 150 for 3.5 kilo, and trying to make the math quickly in my head, which adds up to 22 point something. Let's round it up to 5. And yeah, we have 27,332 gold. We are about 25,000 gold short of getting Billy to level 15. It's still a stretch. We're definitely not going to have enough money after the service for that. But if we sell all the things we got to the Cobra shop, and if we optimize our dives tomorrow with that specific objective in mind, we should actually be doing pretty well. So I'm adding the jellyfish sushi here, putting it on auto supply and hoping for the best. Unfortunately, there's actually going to be one too many customers this night. So there's one person who's not going to get anything. And I'm trying to look at the other sushi and thinking, do I want to make any more sushi? And thinking, yeah, okay, no, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. One person is not going to be served as well as they could. Yes, we're only going to get 4 flames, but that's good enough. So this is the end of our 11th day. Tomorrow, we're going to amp the game up. Oh yes, no, the day's not over yet, because now it's time for our friend Duff to shine. He's going to sleep, and he's having a special dream of what's going on. Oh, I am at a concert! Yay! Let's move. So I don't like this game because I'm playing on a double screen, and it does detect my mouse movements, but if my mouse gets off the screen, it doesn't register the clicks, and when I have to say the hi, it doesn't always pick up on them. And yeah, I've never really managed to have any perfect score on this. Yay! We shake it. Alright, we are clear. Thank you, Leah-chan. Oh, poor Duff. I have mixed feeling about that character. I kind of like him, and I kind of dislike him. Anyways, this was the end of our day 11. Tomorrow is going to be the big day. Thanks for watching, and keep on diving. See you tomorrow.